Hey guys, here camping with George again. I'm back with another video. I'm out here, came out here for a walk to get my 10,000 steps for the day. Even though it's sunny, the sun is out, looks nice, but it's windy though. It's kind of windy, it's kind of cold, but can't let that stop you though. Gotta keep going. So this is a little bit of follow up from a video I made a couple days ago, or yesterday. Yeah, this is not about building my little camper. I got that on hold. I'm still waiting on some stuff. Gonna keep talking about my life, you know. I'm actually comfortable now. I'm getting very comfortable talking to a camera, talking to you guys. I like it. It's not that hard. Well, the couple second video maybe, that will be kind of hard though. You'll be nervous, you know, but eventually you get used to it. And a guy like me, I'm a talker. I love to talk, you know what I mean? You guys can tell. So it's easier for me to get in front of a camera and talk. You know, I can talk with anybody, anyone. I have no problem with that, you know. Old people, young people, you know what I mean? So it's easier. So yeah, even though it's a little cold out, well, not too cold though. The wind, it's kind of windy. That's what makes me feel colder. Look at this view with a lake. So even though it's a little cold because of the wind, I'm still out here for a walk. And I just want to keep talking a bit about my single life. You know, how it gets easier year by year. I mean, every day by day, year by year. It just gets easier. It's quite the peace of mind you have, you know, when you don't have anyone nagging at you, like, where you at? Why are you not home yet? Or where are you going? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's I can't tolerate that. I can't take that. And that's what happens, you know, when you're in a relationship. Eventually, I mean, the woman you're with, she's gonna try, you know. She's gonna try to manipulate. She's gonna manipulate you. She's gonna try to get you, you know. She's gonna want to lead the relationship, and you can't let that slide though. Well, at least I cannot. There's no way. Because once you do that, the relationship is done. She's gonna lose respect for you, and she's just not. If she was ever in love with you, she's gonna lose that. She's gonna fall out of love if she don't respect you. If she can't respect you, she won't love you. So for me, it just got for my plans though. For me, it's just better to be single at 29 years old. It's just not worth it to be in a relationship. First of all, I get to do whatever I want, whenever I want. You know what I mean? I go wherever I want, at any time. And I don't have to explain myself to anybody. Well, even if I'm in a relationship, I don't explain myself, where I'm going or what I'm doing. I don't do that. But it's for my plans. I got plans of retiring early though. I want to retire early, mid 40s, between 45 and 50 max. That's my goal. And I have been working on that goal since I was 20 years old. So even if you start at 30 years old, you gotta work a little harder. You actually gotta work harder. The latest you start with a plan, you gotta work harder. But it's never too late. You could be 35, even 40, 45 years old. And you can make a plan, whatever the plan might be for you. For each person is different. You know? For me, personally, I would like to go back to either my home country, which is over in Central America, or a different country right around that area. Because life is just easier down there though. Well, when you got some money. Again, if you got, money coming in every month, I will say it gets easier. Quite easy, very easy actually. Because everything's cheap, So the weather is pretty damn good. It's really good. Well, I like, the 4 seasons we have over here in the northern part of the United States. Really like the spring, the 4 seasons. I enjoy the weather, the cold weather, except for when it gets below 0, then it gets a little too much. But we don't get too many of those days. We get a few days here and there, really bad weather. But, so yeah, my plan is to retire early, go back there, build a little cabin, small cabin. Build it with my own hands, and get some solar panels, and probably gonna dig a well, gonna have to dig a well or something. I'm not quite sure about that yet, but I'll figure it out. It'll be a journey. It'll be, I have to figure that out good before I make that move. But that's what I'm planning. Go back here, buy a piece of land, and grow some of my food, or most of it. My garden, chickens, pigs, goats, fruit trees, and just live out there in the up in the mountains. Though it's peaceful. Well, at least for for some people who enjoy nature, that kind of peaceful life. They live out in up in the mountains or out in the country. That works for me though. That's what I really like. That's what I enjoy. Hold on, there's a train passing. So that's what I enjoy. Being out in the woods, in the mountains, and that's been my plan since I was 20 years old. I've been working on it, saving, investing money. You gotta invest money, you know what I mean? In order to get that done, you have to invest money. You cannot just save your money, put it in the bank. That's not how it works. You're actually making the bank richer by that, by leaving your money in the bank. You're actually losing money though, because of inflation and stuff like that. But so you gotta put your money to work for you, right? That's how it works. And a lot of people don't believe in it, or they don't educate themselves about it, or they don't even want to know about anything about it. They're just like, nah, I don't trust that. My brother and sister, my brother and sister, they don't believe in it. They think way different than I do. We're all different. We think different. We have different goals. They just want to live day by day. They don't care. They don't even think about retirement. But I do. I do think about retirement because you can't just work forever though. Once you get to 60, 65, even 70 years old, it's hard though, to even get out of bed. Well, if you don't take care of yourself, that's why you gotta, take care of yourself, eat healthy, hit the gym. So hopefully, you get to older age and you're still quite healthy. Because most people are not gonna be able to retire though. They're gonna have to work until they die, basically. Uh, yeah, cause it ain't easy though. You know, a lot of people they want a family. They got a family. They got a kid or two, even three, and that makes it hard. You know, that makes it way harder to save money, invest money into your retirement accounts, whatever it might be, a Roth IRA, 401k. A lot of these people, they get the house, the big house, the car payments, the credit cards. You know, they get into the rat race. The rat race, that's one of the things that I'm trying to escape of. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Or the house, the big house, nice clothing, brands and stuff like that. I don't I don't roll like that though. I don't have to impress nobody. For what? You know what I mean? And a lot of people, that's their main goal, to impress others though. Like, for example, when I see those big cars, brand new cars, trucks, what, 60, $80,000 trucks, cars, SUVs. I'm like, you're in debt though. I just imagine the car payment, the amount of they gotta pay every month on the car payment, insurance. I'm like, that could be going to your retirement. Like, I follow Uncle Dave for money advice only. All right. I don't believe. I don't believe in marriage, and he's big on marriage, though. He's like, you should get married, have kids. He's big, and I don't agree with that. But that's a different story. That's I already talked about it in the previous video. But I follow his advice though. Been following his advice, his money advice for what, 8, 9 years now, since I was 21, 22 years. No, since I was 21 years old, 22. And it works, guys. It actually works. It was easy for me. It was easier because I'm a natural saver. You know what I mean? I'm a natural saver. I already had a plan, what I wanted to do. And I'm a hard worker also. So if you work hard and smart, sometimes you gotta work smart, if you get the opportunity, take it. And so I follow him for the money advice, and it has worked for me though. Got my emergency fund, got my whole year of an emergency fund in place. So if anything happens, for the rainy day, like he says, for the rainy day, eventually it's gonna rain. You gotta be positive, blah blah blah. Yeah, I am positive. It's gonna rain. And that's what a lot of people don't understand though. Like, I'm gonna talk about my brother and sister. They don't believe. They don't believe that. They don't care about the rainy day. But my mother does. My mother, I actually got her Well, she wanted it to. I just told her what to do, how to do it, and so I got her into the saving. Um, I got her into saving money, investing money for her own future, for her retirement, because I put the cards on the table, right? We sat down, I was telling her, explaining how it works, and I told her, Social Security, the Social Security most likely it's not gonna be there when you retire. You know what I mean? And even if it's there, is it really gonna be enough? You know, most likely it's not gonna be enough. And I told her, look, you gotta have your own stuff. Gotta have your investment accounts, because you cannot just rely. You can't just be hoping that you're gonna get Social Security. I mean, if you get it, great, right? I mean, it'll be awesome. Like myself, if there is any, if there is any, which I doubt it, I'm not being, I'm just being honest. I doubt it that there's gonna be any money in Social Security, because that's what they're talking. Even though it's crazy though, because they keep charging you, right? A lot of money though. They keep charging you. They keep taking taxes every week, every month, and paying into it. All these years, you can get away from it. You can get away from it, right? And that's fine. It is what it is. It's a give and a take. And if they're gonna deposit some of that money that I already paid, if they're gonna send me back a little bit of that money, because it's very little that they're gonna give you back. If you do the math though, I'm a math guy again. If you do the math, how much money they're taking out of your paycheck every week, every month, every year. Guys, if you put that money, just whatever money they're taking on taxes, if you actually invest it, which most people wouldn't. Let me take a little break though. Which most people wouldn't invest that money. I would. Personally, I would. I will invest that money. Dude, I will have so much money just by investing that. It's amazing. It's crazy actually. That'll be just enough for me to retire. And I will retire early. That's my plan. That's the plan I have, I will definitely be able to retire early just with that money itself. And on top of that, I'll be putting what I'm already investing. The amount that I'm already investing, But it's good to dream. You know what I mean? That we know that that's not gonna happen. But yeah, going back, a lot of people, because they would choose go get a car payment, a bigger car payment, or the bigger house. They wouldn't invest none of that money, They will actually spend more though. That's how a saying goes. I'm not sure. Well, I'm sure it's true. The more money you make, the more you spend, right? That's for a lot of people, though. For most people, the more money they make, they get comfortable and they start, they're like, oh, I'm gonna get a good chunk of money next week or in a couple of weeks, whatever, however you get paid, right? They're like, it's okay. Let's go on vacation. Let's use the stupid credit cards. Let's rent the boat, the jet ski, the nice car. Let's just go on a week vacation. There's some people that can do that. So actually, that's very true that the more money you make, the most people would spend, right? I wouldn't. Well, I don't. I make decent money for what I do. I work in construction, renovations, to be specific, and it's good money in there, though. If if you got some skills, right? But you can start from zero. You can start as a labor, cleaning from the bottom. That's how it started. Dude, when I first started working in construction, I had 2 jobs back then, right? When I was younger. I was working at a restaurant, as a bus boy. But I wanted it, to get into construction. That was my thing because I didn't go to college. School wasn't for me, though. I did not want to go to college. I didn't even finish high school, to be honest with you. Didn't even finish high school. It wasn't for me, though. And now that I look back and I see a lot of people, with the big student loan debt, it's crazy, though. And they're making right about the same amount I'm making, or less, even less sometimes, though, with a college degree. And I'm like, what the hell was the point then to get into debt? It's just, it wasn't for me, and I don't regret it, not even one bit. So when I first started working in construction, right, going back to that, I started making $10 an hour. $10. But that was quite a while ago. I was 16? Around 17. I was 17. 16 and a half, 17. And I was making that. But I had 2 jobs, right? Remember? I was working as a bus boy at a restaurant, and in the afternoon. And during the day, I was working in construction, making $10 an hour. It's hard work. Yeah, it's quite hard when you first start, like your first job. When you don't know a thing in construction, it's hard, though. But once you learn and skill, it gets easier. Well, at least for me, it's easier. And I actually enjoy it, though. That's another thing, right? I want to get into it. If you enjoy what you do, it just gets easy. There's some days, that you get frustrated. Probably with your boss. Probably, pushing you. Or he wants things to be done faster than you can or they should be. But other than that, most days for me are actually really good. I really enjoy it, working with my hands. And there is good money. For me, it's good money, you know. I'm not gonna tell you guys how much I make, but there is money to be made. And you don't need a college degree for that. There's some places that most they're gonna ask you for is a high school diploma or a GED. You know what I mean? But most places, you just gotta speak. You gotta be fluent in English, obviously, because that's the main language here, right? So, because nowadays, it's actually quite. I don't know what the hell is going on though nowadays. They don't wanna. No one wants to teach anymore though. It's hard. I'm not one of those guys. I'm one of those guys that I will teach. You know, whatever I know. If you come to me or if you're in a job site I'm in and I can see that you're doing something wrong or I know that you're learning and I can see that you want to learn, I will teach you though. I will tell you in a nice way, you know, in a good way. I'm not that type of guy. They're kind of an asshole that will tell you, yell at you or call you names. No, I'm not that type of guy. I'm a decent guy, you know. I will teach you if you actually want to learn, right? I will teach you. But most people in the trades though, nowadays especially, it's getting even worse. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with that. They don't want to teach the young bucks though, the young people that wants to come into the trades, or other is going through right now. He's been trying to get into the trades for quite a while now, for a couple years now, 2-3 years easy. He never gets called back. It's tough out there though. It's unfortunately, you know. And then there's a lot of people that will complain about there's no people anymore. There are people that wants to work anymore in the trades, blah blah blah. They just want to be, filming videos for YouTube or freaking TikTok, or they're going to college. You know, they want to work in an office, in the AC, in the heat. That's what their complaints are. I heard about it. You know, I heard some guys talking about how people don't want to work in the trades no more. But that's the reason though. That's the main problem, that they don't want to teach people that wants to get into the trades. And I actually tried getting my brother into in the company I'm working with. And boss was like, what do he knows? What do he do? Does he have any skills? And I'm like, no, well, not really, not in this field though. He wants to get in. He wants to learn, clean up, carry materials and stuff. And I actually told him twice. I told my boss twice about getting my little brother in, because I want to teach this guy though. I would like him to get into the trades and learn that skill, but there is no room. Um, and like how I said, he has applied in many other companies for different trades, electrician, and let alone the union. To get into the union is even harder. So it's tough out here. Um, but we'll see. Uh, let's hope the economy gets better uh, with Trump. Let's hope he fixes it. It's gonna take him time though. It's just gonna take time. But he can't just come in and fix all the fuck ups the previous president did, you know. Let's just be patient and let's hope everything gets better though. Because for a lot of people it's tough out here though. A lot of people's out of work. Uh, there's no jobs. A lot of people complain that there is no jobs. And there is some jobs, but they require experience, at least 2-3 years experience. And for people that wants to learn, especially young people, again, there's just no way though. There's how they're supposed to get into it if they don't give them a chance. You know what I mean? It's tough. All right, guys. So that's all I got for today. I'm gonna keep going for a few more minutes on my walk. The weather's actually getting a little better though. It's supposed to it's only supposed to get up to 42 degrees today, I think. All right, guys. Keep you guys posted. Gonna, keep making recording videos. Excuse me. And we'll keep in touch. All right.